Everything you've ever known, your home, your planet, every human being who ever lived, exists because the universe follows rules. Gravity pulls, light travels, stars burn and die. But somewhere out there, the universe forgot its own rules. There are things in space that shouldn't be there, objects that defy gravity. Structures too large to have formed in the time since the Big Bang. Voids so empty, they feel like the universe is hiding something. Signals so strange, no one has been able to explain them for decades. Scientists didn't discover these things and nod confidently. They discovered them and went quiet. So, if the universe has rules, why does it keep breaking them? We like to think we understand the cosmos. NASA has put humans on the moon. We've landed rovers on Mars. We've sent a spacecraft, Voyager 1, so far that it has crossed into interstellar space, nearly 15 billion miles from home. And yet, the more we look, the stranger it gets. Because modern astronomy keeps uncovering things that, by every equation we have, should not exist. Things that break our models. Things that make our best physicists sit down, stare at their data and say, "That's impossible. This isn't science fiction. This isn't speculation." Every single thing you're about to see tonight is real, documented, and currently baffling the world's greatest minds. These are 10 things that shouldn't exist in space, but somehow, impossibly, magnificently do. Number 10. The cold spot, a hole in the universe. In 2004, astronomers studying the cosmic microwave background, essentially a photograph of the universe as a baby, found something that stopped them cold. Literally, there is a region of space, roughly 1.8 billion light-years across, that is colder than everything around it. Not a little colder, significantly colder, about 70 microkelvins below what it should be, which in the language of cosmology is a screaming anomaly. We call it the CMB cold spot, and we have no satisfying explanation for it. One theory, it's a supervoid, a region of space with almost nothing in it. Just emptiness, a 1.8 billion light-year bubble of near nothing. Another theory, and this one keeps cosmologists up at night, is that it could be the imprint of a parallel universe. A collision scar from before our Big Bang. The universe might have a bruise from bumping into another universe, and we're just now finding it. Number 9. The Great Attractor. Something is pulling you as here's something no one told you in school. Our entire galaxy, the Milky Way, with its 400 billion stars, is moving. Not just spinning in place, moving, traveling through space at roughly 1.4 million miles per hour, and it's not random. We are being pulled towards something massive, something in a region of space so deep that our own galaxy blocks our view of it. We can't see it, we can only measure its gravitational grip on us. Scientists call it, and this is their actual name for it, the Great Attractor. It sits about 250 million light-years away, in a region we call the zone of avoidance. Our best estimates suggest it has the mass of tens of thousands of galaxies combined. We don't know what it is. We are flying toward it at unimaginable speed. And there is nothing we can do about it. Sleep well. Number 8. Hypervelocity stars. Stars shot like bullets. Most stars orbit their galaxy slowly, gracefully, like dancers in a centuries-long waltz. And then there are the ones that got launched like cannonballs. Hypervelocity stars are exactly what they sound like, stars traveling so fast, they've broken free of their galaxy entirely. We're talking speeds of up to 2.6 million miles per hour. Fast enough to escape the gravitational grip of an entire galaxy. The leading theory, they get too close to a supermassive black hole. In a binary pair, to stars orbiting each other, one gets captured by the black hole. The other? Slingshot, gone. Fired into the void between galaxies at speeds that shouldn't be possible for something with the mass of a star. What would you see if you lived on a planet orbiting one of these stars? Your night sky would change, slowly at first, then faster. The familiar stars would drift, then disappear. One by one, the galaxy you came from would shrink into a faint smudge of light on the horizon, until you were completely alone in the darkness between galaxies, with no neighbors for millions of light years. Number 7. Magnetars, the most violent objects in the known universe. A teaspoon. Just a teaspoon of neutron star material weighs about 1 billion tons. Let that sit for a second. Now imagine something even denser, even more extreme, a neutron star with a magnetic field so powerful it would destroy your body's atomic structure from 1,000 miles away. These are magnetars, and they are the most magnetically powerful objects ever discovered. On December 27, 2004, a magnetar 50,000 light-years away released a burst of energy that lasted just 1/10 of a second. In that fraction of a moment, it released more energy than our sun will emit in 250,000 years. 1/10 of a second, that pulse of energy measurably compressed Earth's ionosphere from 50,000 light-years away. If that magnetar had been within 10 light-years of us, and none are, thankfully, it would have ended life on this planet. There are an estimated 10 million magnetars in our galaxy alone. The universe is not messing around. Number 6. The Himiko Cloud, a galaxy that shouldn't exist yet. In 2009, Japanese astronomer Masami Uchi found something that caused a genuine crisis in cosmological models. Using the Subaru telescope in Hawaii, his team discovered an enormous blob of gas, later named the Himiko Cloud after a legendary Japanese queen, sitting at the very edge of the observable universe. This cloud is enormous, about 55,000 light-years across. For reference, that's half the diameter of the entire Milky Way galaxy. The problem? It existed just 800 million years after the Big Bang. That's a cosmic infant. The universe was barely a toddler. Objects this large shouldn't have been able to form this fast. Our models of how matter clumps and grows simply don't allow for it. Himiko is either evidence that our models are deeply incomplete or something far stranger happened in the early universe than we ever imagined. Scientists still don't agree on what it is. Number 5. Rogue planets, worlds without a sun. Close your eyes and imagine a planet. You probably picture something orbiting a star, warm, lit, maybe with an atmosphere. Now strip the star away. Rogue planets, also called free-floating planets, drift through interstellar space completely alone. No star, no warmth, no light, just a massive rocky or gaseous world. Frozen, dark, and untethered, wandering the galaxy like a ghost. We used to think these were rare. Now, new data from the James Webb Space Telescope suggests they may actually outnumber stars. There may be more orphaned, sunless worlds in our galaxy than there are suns to orbit. And here's the thought that lingers: what if some of them have subsurface oceans, kept liquid not by stellar warmth, but by geological heat from within? What if life, microbial, strange, ancient, hitches rides on these worlds as they drift silently through the dark? It's not ruled out. The universe may be full of inhabited worlds we'll never find because they're hiding in the dark. Number for the axis of evil, the universe shouldn't have a direction. The universe, by every fundamental rule of physics, should look the same in all directions, uniform, isotropic, no preferred orientation. Except it doesn't. When scientists analyzed the cosmic microwave background in detail, they found something that shocked them. Large-scale structures in the universe seem to align, preferentially with our own solar system's plane of orbit and with the plane of our galaxy. The odds of this being a coincidence are astronomically small. Cosmologists, famously not given to dramatic naming conventions, called this alignment the axis of evil. What does it mean? Some think it's a measurement error. Some think it suggests the universe is shaped differently than we assumed, perhaps not infinite in all directions, but structured, finite, maybe even shaped like a torus, a cosmic donut. Others think it hints at something more unsettling, that we are somehow near the center of something. A structure, a pattern, we don't know what. Copernicus told us Earth isn't special. The universe may be quietly disagreeing. Number 3, Bow-Shot Galaxy. A galaxy slamming through space. When you look at galaxy ESO 137001, it looks like it's screaming. It's tearing through a galaxy cluster, the Norma cluster, at over 4.5 million miles per hour. As it moves, hot gas is being ripped from it by the pressure of intergalactic medium, streaming behind it in long blue tendrils, like a cosmic jellyfish trailing its tentacles. We call this process ram pressure stripping, and it is brutal. This galaxy is literally being eaten alive as it moves. Stars that would have formed inside it can now only form in those trailing streams. Young, blue stars lighting up the wake of destruction behind their dying host galaxy. It's one of the most violent things in the universe, and it is also genuinely one of the most beautiful things ever photographed. The universe is terrifying, it's also jaw-dropping, sometimes at the exact same moment. Number 2, the WOW signal, a message we can't explain. On August 15, 1977, astronomer Jerry Emmon was reviewing data from the Big Ear Radio Telescope at Ohio State University. And he found something, a 72-second burst of radio signals, narrow band, coming from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius, matching every characteristic that astronomers believed an extraterrestrial signal might have. He circled it in red pen and wrote, simply, "Wow." It has never been detected again, not once, in nearly 50 years of looking. It didn't match any known natural phenomenon. It came from space. It lasted 72 seconds, exactly as long as the telescope's range allowed, and then it vanished. Some have proposed it was a comet reflecting signals. Most astronomers find that explanation deeply unsatisfying. The WOW signal remains the most compelling candidate for an extraterrestrial radio transmission ever detected. We heard something once, and the universe has been silent ever since. Number 1, the Boötes Supervoid, the largest known structure in the universe, and it's nothing. Our final entry doesn't impress you with what it contains. It impresses you with what it doesn't. The Boötes Supervoid is, as far as we know, the largest single structure in the observable universe. It is a region of space approximately 330 million light-years across, and it is almost completely empty. Not empty like a clean room. Empty like the number of galaxies that should statistically exist inside this void. Gone, the void contains roughly 60% fewer galaxies than the surrounding universe. In a region 330 million light-years wide, there is almost nothing. How do you form a hole in the universe that big? You shouldn't be able to. Not in the current age of the universe. There hasn't been enough time for gravity to evacuate a region that enormous. The Boötes Supervoid shouldn't exist. And yet it sits there, vast and silent, in the direction of the constellation Boötes, a wound in the fabric of the cosmos that we cannot explain. Some researchers have quietly connected it to the CMB cold spot we discussed earlier. If they're right, if the void and the cold spot are linked, then we may be looking at something even more extraordinary. A scar on the universe, a remnant of something that happened before the Big Bang, before our universe began. The void may be a memory of something we will never fully understand. Here's what humbles the world's greatest minds. These aren't fringe discoveries, they're not misread data or wild speculation. These are peer-reviewed, multiply confirmed anomalies that sit at the center of modern cosmology, and they don't fit, not cleanly, not comfortably. The James Webb Space Telescope, launched in December 2021 and now returning images of breathtaking clarity, is already deepening the mystery. It has found mature, massive galaxies in the very early universe that, according to standard cosmological models, simply should not be there yet. Astronomers are debating whether this means our model of the universe's early evolution, the Lambda-CDM model, is fundamentally wrong or incomplete. Dark matter, dark energy, we use those words constantly. We know they exist because of what they do. We have never directly detected either. Roughly 95% of the universe is made of stuff we cannot see, cannot touch, and cannot explain. We know more about the surface of Mars than we know about most of the cosmos. And that is not a failure, that is an invitation. There's a photograph taken by Voyager 1 in 1990 at the request of Carl Sagan, where Earth appears as a tiny pale blue dot, suspended in a beam of sunlight against the infinite black. Sagan called it a mote of dust, suspended in a sunbeam, every king, every war. Every dream ever dreamed by a human being happened on that dot. And yet, from the perspective of the Boötes void, from the edge of the Himiko Cloud, from the trajectory of a hypervelocity star racing toward the darkness between galaxies, we are impossibly small. But here's the thing that defines us as Americans. As humans, we looked up, we didn't accept ignorance. We built telescopes, we launched rockets, we sent 12 human beings to walk on another world. We pointed Webb at the oldest light in the universe and said, "Show us." The mysteries in this video aren't frightening because they're dangerous. They're profound because they're ours to unravel. Every impossible thing in this universe is a question addressed to whoever is smart enough, curious enough, and brave enough to ask it. For all of human history, we have been those people. We still are. We started tonight with a simple idea: the universe has rules. And we've just spent the last 12 minutes watching it break them. A cold wound in the fabric of space, a gravitational titan pulling us toward it in the dark. Stars fired like bullets into the void, a sound we heard once and never again. And a hole in the cosmos so large, it shouldn't be there at all. The universe is 13.8 billion years old. Human civilization is about 6,000 years old. We've had telescopes for roughly 400. We've been listening for radio signals for less than 100. We are infants. And the universe is very, very old. Whatever is out there, whatever made the wow signal, whatever evacuated the Boötes void, whatever is pulling our galaxy at 1.4 million miles per hour, it has had an eternity to exist before we arrived to ask about it. We are not at the end of discovery. We are at the very, very beginning. Keep looking up. If any part of this made you feel small, or astonished, or just a little bit unsettled, that means it's working. That's what real science does. If you want more of that feeling, subscribe. Because we're just getting started. Next time, we're going somewhere you've never been taken before. A place at the edge of everything we know, where time itself behaves differently and the laws of physics start to bend. You do not want to miss it. Until then, the universe is bigger than your worst fear and more beautiful than your best dream.